Hello. I guess this is working. All right, cool. This is Dr. Gonzalez from Carnegie Middle School, 8th grade science. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I asked that if I don't know your name on the comments or questions, just make sure you put your name in there. This is for my current 8th grade students to talk about the work that was assigned over our break, so to speak. Any rate, first things first. There's not really been any updates from LAUSD regarding work. We haven't been told one way or the other about when we're supposed to start or stop or anything like that. So we're just going to do business as usual. Miss Bonner and Miss Masters both asked that you guys keep checking Schoology for your work because you guys really need to make sure you guys do the work for a culmination if that does indeed happen. Let's see, Schoology logins. For Schoology logins, make sure you log out of everything. That would include even Google. So what you're going to do for those types of things is you're going to go to Google, just go to the webpage, Google, Google.com. On the upper right hand side, you'll see an icon. Click it on, and you go ahead and log out. And every account you can log out of it. That way, if you log out of everything, it won't register you with anything. Then you go log back in to Schoology, and it should work. I know some people were saying they had some problems. That would be one way to fix them. So let's talk about science. So the packets for science are still due. I'm probably going to start collecting them in a couple weeks. Please make sure you get them done as much as you can. I'm here to answer any questions that people have about the science packet. But just to make sure you understand, you can go in order. You should go in order. If there's some of you guys that need a digital copy or prefer a digital copy, you can email me through Instagram, and that way I can email it to you in case for some reason you lost it. Or you're just not able to print it out. I'll take it digitally as long as it's done. So just to make sure, also on page 9 of the packet, Cornell Notes, I did highlight the questions on page 7, the big pink and purple arrow that says use these for Cornell Notes. That was one of the questions someone asked me. Those are the questions for day 3's Cornell Notes. And the same is for day 8. Day 8's Cornell Notes. The questions for it can be found on day 7 with the pink and purple arrow. So again, just make sure you follow the directions because they're pretty explicit. And then with regards to that, make sure you get it done in order because at the very end you will see an essay. And this essay is basically describe the need and importance of natural resources, which you should be doing and have already read about if you go in order. The essay must be at least 200 words long with no grammatical errors, so please proofread it and check it. It should be in paragraph format, and make sure you answer the questions. Don't worry about printing it out. We can print it out when you get back. Or, if you prefer to email it, you can at dr.joseph.gonzalez@gmail.com. Some of the questions in the essay were, what are natural resources? So describe them. In the first reading, it does describe what natural resources are. And the second question, how are they important? So again, in the first reading, it should describe that. What are some obstacles with the availability of resources? So what are some things that make it hard to get these resources, like politics or whatnot, money, even location can be an issue. And how can we fix these resources or fix this availability? So what are some things that we can do to get rid of those barriers that let us access resources? Again, 200 words long. Again, no grammatical errors. So please make sure you proofread it. And if you need to email that, that's fine. Now, if you would like to make sure you get it done, but you don't have a printer, what I suggest is emailing me at dr.joseph.gonzalez@gmail.com, and I can email you the digital copy, and then you can just make a copy in your Google Drive, and you can type everything out there. Because I know that was a barrier to some people, was that actually not having a printer or printing out all 5,000 pages of it. At least I can speak that way for science. I know Miss Masters, she said the digital notebook is on Schoology to work on that, but she'll be checking Schoology every day, so make sure you ask questions to her regarding that. Again, for the Schoology logins, if you're having a hard time logging in or you need to reset your password, well, with the resetting the password part, it's going to be difficult for me to do. You'd have to email me individually about it using another Gmail account. Now, with logging into Schoology, if your password's set and ready to go, again, go to google.com. On the upper right-hand side, you will see a little circle that has your login stuff. Click it on, sign out, and go to every account and sign out. You can log back in, just sign out for right now. And at that point, sign in with your one MyMail account, and that should let you go back into Schoology. And that is for every browser, Chrome, Firefox, I don't know, whatever it is you're using. Safari, just make sure you do it that way. Let's see. So again, the science packets will still be due. And make sure you get them done. I don't know how they're going to be collected, but again, the idea is make sure you get them done and do them. It is going to go into your grades, so keep that in mind. As of today, there have not been any update from LAUSD regarding, oh, don't include this or don't include that. From what I understand, it's all your stuff is still due, so make sure it gets done. There will be more work posted as soon as we find out more. But again, right now you still have those packets to do, so make sure you get them done. Okay, so hold on, going through the chats. Let's see. Hi, Riley. I know you're a former student. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Angelica. Hi, Alyssa. I don't know who Summer Ari is, but hello. Oh, hi, Daniel. I miss you too, in a not that way. All right. Although that's cool, but homie, don't roll that way. Hello. Let's see who's it. Adam. I don't know who Very Lonely Coffee is, but hello. And Mikey. I'm assuming that's Michael Figueroa. Hi, Michael. And oh my gosh, what is his name? I don't know why Rick. Hi, Rick. Sorry, took me a while. Hello, XY Dab. I don't know who you are. Hi, Rajan. Anyway, so if you have any questions, again, email me. You can DM me through Instagram. Emails at dr.joseph.gonzalez@gmail.com. I would try not to use my school or try not to use Schoology so much. It has been having some issues receiving email. So if you need to ask me questions regarding the packets or whatnot, then please just use my Gmail account. I can get that better. I know with Schoology there was a snafu on Monday, and there was another one on Wednesday regarding receiving those emails. So again, just use my Gmail account. Now, one thing that did come up also, none of these pages are supposed to go in your notebook. None. Don't put them in there. The reason for that is that if we return, then yes, you'll put them in there. But for right now, don't, because it's going to make it easier to grade if you leave it as a packet. That way I can just go through it, bam, bam, bam. So I won't be collecting the packets the day we get back either. More than likely, I'll collect them the Friday we come back. So just hold on to them until I tell you to collect them, or until I collect them. I may, if Mr. Torres lets me, I may say, okay, can we drop them off at the school, and you guys drop them off at the school, and I'll go ahead and pick them up that way. I don't know. We're just playing it by ear right now. Because keep in mind, with LAUSD, there has been no notification that we're going back to school or school's being canceled, neither one. So don't get all excited about it. We don't know yet. So we're just going to continue as business as usual. Now, Miss Bonner did also say keep checking Schoology and make sure that if there's any updates to tell your friends, because sometimes one person will check it and the other ones won't because they think it's summer vacation or spring vacation or whatever it is. Tell them, hey, there's a new assignment up or whatnot, and just share it, because that way it's going to be easier instead of them figuring out on their own and they have work to do and they couldn't do it. Now, the grading window was extended, by the way, April 1st, speaking of grades. So we have until another 2 weeks. I don't know if those packets are going to go in there. Assumptively, they would, but we don't know for sure. Hi, Michaela. Hi, Lay. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Again, I'm here, so if you have any questions about the packet or any of the 8th grade science stuff, please make sure you let me know. I'll type it in. Hi, everyone. If you have any questions, ask. One question was asked was, is everyone okay at my house? Yes, we are. No one's got la corona. No one has it here. Everyone's okay. But I do know a couple people that are sick, so that's kind of sad. So hopefully all you guys are staying away from everyone else, social distancing as they call it, and you are trying to stay healthy. Make sure you walk at least 30 minutes a day. Make sure you try to at least, eat healthy. Don't wake up and start drinking Sunny D and hot Cheetos. So make sure you stay healthy, and keep washing those hands. Let's see, what else was on my agenda? Going in order for the packet. I'm going to create a Google Classroom, so you can join it. Let me get the code for that. I did create one because it makes it easier to share stuff, and in case going forward we have to start doing stuff from home, it would make life so much easier. So let me give you the Google Classroom for that account, the Google Classroom number for that account. Hello, Boppers World. I don't know who you are. Hi, Miss Bonner. Miss Bonner's also there. Okay, so the Google Classroom code is AK47BMU. This is going to be funny, so I'll try to do it this way. Oh, look, it's backwards. Okay, I'll try it again. I'll type it in. Google Classroom code AK4ZBMU. AK4ZBMU. I was just joining it because the thing with Instagram sometimes is that it gets shared, but you hear it get word of mouth. This way, if you actually join the classroom, you can just ask me directly. So I was just joining the Google Classroom. I opened it to every email, Gmail, and whatnot. So that way you can just join it, and it'll be easier from there. And going forward, if we have assignments, then I'm going to start posting them on there. It makes it easier. Oh no! Someone just joined. I'm just kidding. Hi, Samantha. So please make sure, for me, Schoology, I'm not going to use it as much because this cast is for all 8th grade science students at Carnegie, not just Mr. Layden's or not just mine, both of ours. So I'm going to be responsible for the work. So therefore, have people who who are in Mr. Layden's class that are 8th graders join that classroom too. Makes it so much easier. That way you won't have to worry about who's getting what work or who knows what or what knows whatever. So this way it makes it easier. So join that classroom and it'll be much easier. But also, if they have any questions, please have them ask me, because I make it so much easier. Here's the code again, AK4ZBMU. XYDAV. I don't know who that is. Hi, Andy. Hi, Caitlin. Again, there's the code again. Hopefully it'll work because I'm looking at it right now, and that is the code. It should say 8th grade science distance learning. Try not to use your MyMail for that one, but it shouldn't really matter. It really shouldn't matter. If you want and you're still having problems logging into Google Classroom, just email me. Again, dr.joseph.gonzalez@gmail.com, or DM me, and I can add you that way using your email address. So beyond that, that's it. Hi, Jasmine. Is there anyone that has any questions? Please feel free. No, someone did not say AK-47. No, we're not playing Call of Duty. Someone on YouTube asked right now. Any rate, any other questions that pertain to the work? I don't see any questions. I did start this because a few parents had questions, but I don't see them on here yet. But again, if I were you, join that Google Classroom. You can ask me questions directly. Email is fine, DMing is fine. But again, the whole point of this is to make sure you understand what you're supposed to do for the 8th grade science. If you have any questions to parlay to anyone else, like Miss Bonner or Miss Masters or Miss Caldera, please make sure you ask me, and I can go ahead and ask them for you, because that way it'll make it easier for you to get that line of communication. And like I said, Schoology has had some problems recently. I don't know exactly what's going on. I know Monday was down and Wednesday it was down. So emails through there aren't always the best. Sometimes we get them too late, and that makes it worse. So instead, try to, if you can, email me directly or DM me. That'd be the best way. I see Julianne just joined and Justin just joined. No, Andy, you cannot use the bathroom. Use the trash can. Hi, Mocha D's. Hi, Johan. So please, again, if you have any questions, that Google Classroom code is in the comments, but I'll say it again, AK4ZBMU, and that's 8th grade science, and it should say distance learning, because again, we don't know the status of what's going on exactly with our LAUSD and what they're asking us to do. This is all brand new territory for us, so it's a little hard for us to really understand what they're asking. But we're just rolling with it. However, having said that, please make sure that you stay updated. I'll try to make another cast next week to see. Ms. Bonner says she will be checking Schoology, so message her there. So please make sure it does work. The code doesn't work. Okay, just go ahead and KY Dav, just send me your email and I will go ahead and add you manually. Because I've checked that code 50 billion times and it keeps saying the same thing. AK4ZBMU. Hi, Alyssa, who's no longer in my class. The class code, Mokadiz, is AK4ZBMU. And that is a non-LAUSD Google Classroom, because I made it that way, so that way anyone can join. Again, the code is AK4ZBM as in Mary U, and I'll type it in again. AK4ZBMU. Let's see. Anyone else have any other questions? Again, Ms. Bonner said earlier, she'll be checking Schoology to message her there. About her assignments, Miss Masters did also say the same thing. Keep checking Schoology because that's the best way to get a hold of her. Alyssa, are you in 8th grade now? Were the grades still submitted for the 10th week? Mine were, but I can still change them if I have to. Now, I don't really foresee me changing them because what am I got in a grade? So whatever you had on the 10 weeks should be the same, or whatever I told you, it should be the same. So if you look at Schoology right now, let me see if Schoology's up. Hi, Damar. Let's see, Schoology is working. Wow. Oh, Alyssa says she's back in 8th grade science. Aw, just don't look at anyone weird. How long do you think the quarantine is going to last for LAUSD? Like I told someone the other day, if I was a betting person, I would say till May. I don't think it's going to last longer than May. My speculation is because twofold. One, the incubation period I think is I think it's 3 to 5 days, and after that it's 2 weeks worth of symptoms, and they want to add 2 more weeks just to make sure. So about a month, maybe 5 weeks, and 5 weeks will probably take us into May. So, and I don't think they're going to go past that. I have a feeling they're not going to. So, if I had to say, you guys will probably be back in May, but that's just my speculation at best. Let's see. Going back to Schoology here. And let's see. Yeah, so if you go to Schoology right now, check your grade for science. That should be your updated grade. I can only speak for myself, not any other teachers, because um, everyone's different in that regard. How long are we going to have to repeat 8th grade? Yes, Caitlin, you are going to have to repeat 8th grade. You are. They're going to actually come get you in a few minutes. The van's coming in about 10. Andy's driving it, and they'll bring you back to Carnegie. Haha. Damar, you just joined late. So again, try to join the Google Classroom. The code is, again, I'll type it as I'm saying it, AK4ZBMU. Okay, Andy, go to the bathroom. Hi, Samantha. Again, so make sure if you add that Google Classroom, the reason why I did that way also is because some people are having a hard time logging into Schoology, and also because this podcast is supposed to represent all 8th grade science, not just my classes. So for Mr. Layden's classes, please tell them to join it, because they're going to have to. Those grades are going to have to be held accountable at some point, and I'm the portal for that. So just make sure you tell them to join that Google Classroom. They can DM me, email me again, dr.joseph.gonzalez@gmail.com. I don't understand what you're asking, Johan. My got all her classes canceled for the semester, so she has to do everything online. My got? I don't know who got is. But again, each school's different, each district's different. So if you hear something from one person, it may not be from the same for a different teacher or same school or for the same district. Like for example, my son, he's off on a certain date, and he's supposed to, or I should say, supposed to go back, from what I understand, on a certain date. But we have not heard anything in regards to that at all. Oh, your sister. Well, again, Johan, you can't really say, because what's happened for one is not what's happening for another. And this is the second person that says the code's not working. Gosh darny darn. Okay, let me try it again. Did anyone add yet? So, okay. Let me change the code. Let's see if that works now. I'll just change the code and see if that works. Reset. Okay. Try this code now, and I'll type it. It is a weird one. QBQHCXU. Try that one. I don't know what the reasoning might be. It might be because it's a non-LAUSD one. I might have to make it an LAUSD one. Andy, you're back. Great. Make sure you wipe the toilet paper off your shoe. So hopefully try that code now, QBQHCXU. And if that one doesn't work, I don't know. I'll just make another Google Classroom with LAUSD. And that's doable. The only thing of it is just adding people who are outside of LAUSD. Because sometimes, and here's an example. If your parents want to join it, or your MyMail password's changed, that didn't work either. Okay, let's try another one. We're going to make an LAUSD classroom, and hopefully you'll be able to join it. So let me put create class, 8th grade science. Give me a second here. I'm doing two things at once. Now, in case you might have missed it, you're supposed to be logging out of every Google account that started at the beginning of this cast. Log out of every account. Upper right hand side, when you go to Google, you will see a circle with your face on there or someone's face on there. Go to click it on and go to every account and log out, then log in with one account. So for those of you who might be having troubles, that might be one reason, but let me go ahead and try to do it this way. Okay. Now the problem with doing it through LAUSD may be it only allows my mail accounts. I'm going to find out in a second and see what happens here. No, you don't have to. You have to do it for all of them because sometimes there's something called cache and cookies that'll get things confused. So you have to log out of every account and you have to go to Google, not Gmail, because you can log out of Gmail and still be logged into Google. All right. Here's the other code. I'll type it up. VL4U27C. VL4U27C. So Johan said it worked for Gmail, not MyMail. So I don't know what to do. Because the problem with that is we're going to have two classes, and I don't want to have two classes. So let me see what I can do. I'll update you later on tonight or tomorrow. But it looks like there's two classes, and I don't want two classes. I only want the one. But I think Johan was saying if you log in using your Gmail account, not your MyMail, you can add that Google Classroom. I think that's what he meant to say. So let's take a look and see if anyone was able to add. Yes, Johan got it. He was able to add. So use your Gmail account. Miss Bonner got it too now. Okay. So yeah, log out of it. Yeah, good. So go to the original one. In case you don't know, I'll put the link. It's classroom. Samantha, which one worked though? Was it the? Oh wait. Okay, so it was the second one that worked. Okay, got it. So then I'll just condense it down. So let's see who's on there. Yep, Amaya's on there, Julianne, David, Samantha. Okay, so that would be a great idea. So I'm going to delete the other class to forego it and use the MyMail one through LAUSD. That one seems to be working because now people are adding it. Again, please make sure you tell every 8th grade student at Carnegie, not just students in my classroom. Because again, I'm going to be held responsible for the grading, I think, and I just need to make sure everyone's on the same page. So here's the link, and I'll put the code in one more time. It is VL4U27C, and I'm going to say it's only for MyMail. But at least if it's for MyMail, that's good because at least if it's a student, they should still have a MyMail account. If you're having issues logging into MyMail, just send me an email at dr.joseph.gonzalez@gmail.com and I'll see how I can help you. Hopefully we can get it up and running. If you are having problems adding it, please let me know and I can try to add you that way as well. Using your email, your personal email account. I know I can. I've done it before. It's just I prefer not to. So again, just to recap, there's been no update from LAUSD regarding school. As far as we know, we're back into after next week until they tell us different. But again, we don't know for sure. You know as much as we do at this point. For Schoology logins, if you want to log into Schoology and are having a hard time, go to google.com, go to the circle, click it on, and log out of every account, and then log back in with your MyMail account. And that even includes, like, literally everything. You got to log out of all of them, even your super secret one. For science packets will be due. There is no, but nope. But I'm not going to forget that you didn't do it. So please make sure you do it. because it's going to be included in your grades. So please make sure that gets done. If you're having a problem with the packet in terms of like not understanding, or you can't print it out, I can easily send you a digital copy. So if you want to do it digitally, sorry, Angelica, because you printed out all 200 pages of it. But if you would like to do it digitally, you can. I can certainly do that for you. Just DM me or email me. Using that method, you'll have to make a copy on your own Google Docs and share it with me when you're done. That's it. Let's see what else was there. Make sure you do the packet, go in order. Don't do the essay first. If you do the essay first, you're going to end up saying, what is this all about? You've got to go in order because it explains what natural resources and are and the availability of resources that are in the world and what barriers there are. No pages go in your notebook, so don't put them in. Johan asked if you still have spring break. Isn't this spring break? I'm kidding. I don't know if we still have spring break. I'm assuming we do, but again, I am not certain. Let's see, any more questions? Miss Bonner said all the English work is on Schoology, and she says hello, and she misses every single one of you. She said that right now. I saw her type that. It's right there in the comment. Any rate, so please make sure if you have any questions, let me know. So, hi Maya, you just joined about a half hour late. Let's see. Anybody? Oh, Ms. Bonner also said, do not glue the work in the notebook. Do not glue your work in the notebook. So same for me, Ms. Bonner. Don't glue the work in the notebook. Don't. Oh, she really said she misses y'all. Wow. Well, it's Friday. The quarantine doesn't apply to schools or daycares. That's a good question. But I don't know if you're asking a question because every question ended a question mark. On the news, someone said that the quarantine doesn't apply to schools or daycares. Private schools probably, because private schools run their own little system. I know up until Wednesday, some private schools were still in session. And I know out of state there are still some schools in session. They just divvy up their students a little bit more. But again, as far as I know, it's the whole state that has that kind of lockdown on it. Daycares, I think, particularly would be very, what's the word, susceptible to any kind of virus transmission because little kids are messy. Sorry, Caitlin. Let's see, any more questions? We miss you too, Caitlin. Come back to Carnegie. Well, the news lies sometimes. Well, unless I think you mean live because you put Lane Sulken teams. So that would be German for, you don't know what you're talking about. Everyone lies sometimes, Johan. All right. Any other questions? Nothing? Okay. Well, I guess this will end it. I'm going to try to save this to put it up somewhere. What about you? You already went to the bathroom, Andy. So if there's no more questions or anything, then I guess I will go back to watching Star Wars again. I'm kidding. So again, in case you have any questions, email me. The code for the Google Classroom. Again, I put it on the comments, but for one more time, because you know how people are. Let's see. The code for Google Classroom will be VL4U27C. VL4U27C, and it is for my mail only. It's for my mail only. And I'm also going to put my email. So if you have any questions or anything, just email me through Gmail because, again, Schoology was down for about 2 days this week, and I don't foresee anyone really being there to fix it. So if it's down, it's down, and it is what it is. So just email me using my Gmail account. It's going to make it a lot easier. All right, so again, make sure you tell everyone who is not part of my classes that is an 8th grader to join that class, because that way we can keep up on, can you and Andy join? Sure, but keep it classy. Beyond that, though, if any 8th grade student at Carnegie, please tell them, because they need to make sure that they're going to be held for the work at some level. And I should not, or we should not hear that, but I didn't know. Well, now you do, and make sure you tell them. Any more questions? Ms. Bonner, do you have anything to add? No one? Ms. Bonner, before I forget, I will add you to the classroom. That way maybe you can add your own. I'm going to need your email address, but I'll put it in later. Let's see, anything else? Going once. David's phone's about to die. Just be safe out there. Wash your hands. ABC song, that whole thing. Cover your mouth. 30 minutes of exercise, and I think that's it. Just stay away from large populated areas, and don't go out buying toilet paper. Well, it's not useless. It's just you don't need that much. How do you know if they announced it over the speaker system before we left? I don't know what you're talking about, John. They did. There's also a remind.com. There was also a call home to your parents. There was also an email and a text message. So, yeah, it went through every way. Literally, yeah. Any other questions or comments? No. Okay, well, I guess this ends it. So, I guess I'll be back on Monday-ish, maybe around 1 o'clock. Hi, Lizzie. Oh, hi, Lizzie. You just joined. It's too late. I'm ending it. Gosh darn you. Anyway, I said the Google Classroom code one more time, because I'm getting tired of saying it. That's okay. It is VL4U27C. So I see VL4U27C. Please make sure your students. Oh, you're leaving already? Bye, Lizzie. Make sure you have students join it. If you're a parent, please make sure the kids join it. My mail is preferable, but if you're having a hard time with my mail, just email me directly. dr.joseph.gonzalez@gmail.com, and I will do it that way. So far I see Amaya, Julianne, Johan, David, and apparently one half of the best duo from Carnegie. Who's the other half? All right, then. Have a good one, and be safe, and stay safe, and yeah, and all that. All right.